like to think I got a pretty healthy sex life, but it's time for me to give it up for a little while. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why you probably should too. So in a few weeks, I'm turning 39, which means next year I'm turning 40. So going into my 40th year, I want to do a second transformation. I want to go into my 40th year completely transformed all over again. So to tap into that next level of myself, I'm doing one of the most scariest, potentially dangerous, life-changing things I've ever done. I'm for my birthday.
Okay.
You know what is?
Nah, I don't.
You never heard of it? What are your thoughts on
I don't know what is.
All right, so I'm for my birthday. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a bold move. Are you ready for it?
I think I'm ready. Look, I may be giving up sex, but I'm not giving up the thing that makes me sexy, my skincare routine. That's why I want to thank Teach Hanley for sponsoring today's video. That was good. That was good. Ever since Teach Hanley sponsored me, I've taken my skincare to the next level. My skin looks the best it's ever looked in my entire life. My confidence has shot up through the roof. And the reason why Teach Hanley is my favorite skincare product is because they make it so simple. They give you a card that outlines step by step everything that you need to do to take your skin to the next level. Personally, I started with their level 1 system and I suggest you do the same thing. It comes with all your basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 built into it, and a PM moisturizer. I didn't always take care of my skin, but when I started, how amazing I felt, it only made me wish I would have started earlier. And because Teach Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they have a special offer for my viewers. You can get 30% off and a free gift. So go ahead and click the first link in the description. You don't want to miss out on this deal. Thank you, Teach Hanley, for sponsoring today's video. All right, so back to this life-changing event that I'm doing on my birthday. I'm not gonna give you the details, but I will make a video about this later on. And to prepare for this thing that I'm doing, I've decided to extend my sugar fast, and I've also added 2 more things to my fast: meat, and most importantly, sex. Yes, I'm giving up sex. So fasting has been used to heal the body and the mind literally for thousands of years. It's one of the oldest practices known to man. Technically, fasting refers to abstaining from food, but a person can fast from anything, including sex, and still get the mental and spiritual benefits. Let me explain to you why fasting is probably the key to you getting everything you want out of life. It trains your mind to delay gratification. Delaying gratification is the ability to sacrifice short-term pleasures for the achievement of a long-term goal. Let me say that again. The ability to sacrifice short-term pleasure for the achievement of a long-term goal. A lot of us struggle to lose weight or to make any significant changes to our life because we are addicted to instant gratification. We want everything now. And shit just don't work like that. So fasting from things that control your behaviors like sex, food, and alcohol, that strengthens the very specific mental muscles that gives you the discipline, that gives you the willpower to delay gratification. And when you delay gratification, woo, anything you want is yours. So me fasting from sugar and sex is like the equivalent of me doing 600-pound deadlifts, but for my mind. Squad, do me a favor and smash that like button for me right now. The support goes a long way. So 2012 Brix, he was here and he wanted to get here, but he was lazy, he was broke, both financially and mentally. He didn't have much confidence.
Feeling great, bitches on my dick more than ever, and it's only gonna get worse.
Well, let me say he didn't have much meaningful confidence because outside he held this image that he had his shit together, but deep inside he knew he was a complete fuck up. So in order to get from fat Brix to fit Brix, a few things had to happen. I had to find my why. I had to find a good enough reason to lose weight that would have pushed me through all of the shitty moments of the weight loss process. So you remember in the definition of delayed gratification, it's the ability to sacrifice short-term pleasure for the achievement of a long-term goal. Listen, that long-term goal has to be so important to you that it inspires you to say, fuck the short-term pleasure. And your why is what makes that goal important to you. Your why is what gives that goal the power to change you. It's what drives you from the place you are now, in pain, to the place where your goal is, glory. So if you're having trouble identifying what your why is, I want you to focus on your pain. Like for me, I had to lose weight because I was tired of being the fat friend who always had to take an L for the team. I was tired of getting to the end of my day and being absolutely drained of energy so much that I could not spend time with my family. The thought of not being able to play basketball with my son or exercise with him brought me pain. The thought of my daughter looking at me like a fat, lazy slob, that brought me pain. And that pain is what inspired me to change. So you have to focus on your pain. Your pain is where you will identify your why. I do suggest you guys picking up Simon Sinek's book. It's called Start With Why. This book absolutely changed the game for me. Another thing that I needed to address was the fact that I didn't know shit about nutrition. You can have all the willpower and discipline you want, but if you don't know how to eat, you'll never reach your goals. I also had to set up some sort of accountability to keep me focused, and I also needed a program to follow. And that's exactly why I created the 12-week transformation program. I wanted to provide you guys with a step-by-step guide that will allow your process to be a lot easier than mine. And if you're watching this right now, I have a special link in the description where you can save 15% off on the program. So take advantage of that right now. So my first transformation was weight loss, and I was able to crush that. But now it's time for my second transformation. Now, I'm not going to get into the details about what this second transformation is, but just know that this second transformation that I'm pursuing is probably going to be 10 times harder than the first one. And this one is going to require an advanced level of discipline and willpower that I'll have to develop, and I'll have to dig deep for this shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I've definitely improved my discipline and my focus over the last 6 or 7 years. But to reach this next goal, I'll have to take my mental game from level 10 to level 100. Like, I gotta step my shit all the way up. So the mental and spiritual challenge of giving up sex is gonna strengthen my willpower. It's going to increase my confidence and my trust in myself. It's also gonna clear my mind, and it's going to improve my focus. My goals are non-fucking negotiable. They're super important to me, and there's nothing I won't do to achieve them. You gotta have that burning desire. You gotta be that passionate about your goals. Like, for instance, you may wanna transform your body. You may wanna make more money and get more status. You may wanna find love. I don't care what your goal is. If you make your number one priority self-mastery, there's nothing you can't achieve if you put your mind to it. Self-mastery is everything. Self-mastery for me is taking my control back from the things that control me. I believe that if a man can control his dick, he can master anything that he sets his mind to. And this is why, until further notice, I'm giving up sex. So I know this approach may sound crazy to a lot of people, and honestly, I know it's not for everybody. And I know a lot of you thinking, so Brix, what about your girl? Don't worry, I thought about her. I'm about to grab her a nice gift. You're welcome, babe.